The value ATX Outreach Connection has brought to me as a outreach leader or a mission pastor at my church, it's priceless. I've gotten to experience new pastors throughout our city, new nonprofits, and get to know the roles they play, what they do, how it contributes to what we do.
When we look at our map of ATX Outreach Connection through ServSource, we see this map of all these different partners all over the city. I can look out over the city of Austin and I'm such a visual person. I look out and I see, okay, there's all these dots all over. I know this nonprofit's doing really good work here. I see that church, and you just see how we can do so much more together than we can do on our own.
As a church plant coming into Austin, of course we want to make a difference in the city, but we had no idea how to do that. And it was those initial conversations and friendships that started to say, hey, here's an organization that you guys are passionate about this, you should work with these guys. We've had moments like there was a tornado that swept through the city and I had no idea what to do. I have people from my church already reaching out like, how can we make a difference? How can we help? I immediately knew there's a pastor I can call right now. His church is going to be on the ground tomorrow and we can just join forces with what they're doing.
What we're founded on with ATX Connection is that whole connect, collaborate. Every time we get together, it's not going to be the focus of what's the program for today. It's who's here and how do we get to know each other and how do we share what we're struggling with in our individual ministries in our churches, or where we're seeing God move in our individual churches, and how do we bring synergy between those and make that movement expand beyond just the individual church expression.
We have this opportunity to capture best practices. We don't need to reinvent the wheel. We don't need to make these same mistakes ourselves when we can learn from what other people are doing so that we do it better.
We have a map with all these different nonprofit organizations that you can actually look specifically for food banks. You can look for places that help you find a job, healthcare. Just all these organizations that are out there that our site has implemented or put into that map that other people have shared. Or as we start receiving information about these different organizations, you got pastors from different churches that are feeding the website that has been developed for that.
I get to bring this information back to my church, and it does not just make missions better, it makes our community pastors better, it makes our discipleship better, it makes our youth better. There are so many components to being a part of this ATX Outreach Connection group that allows our whole church to do better. So it's not just changing the way I do ministry, it's changing the way our church does ministry, because we have these connections throughout the city that allow all of us to be better and all of us to be a part of the body.
We are part of that larger body of Christ that has got to work together, and not to see each other as competition, but to see each other as parts of that body of Christ, because it takes all parts of the body for the body to be able to function well.
If you're a new outreach leader in the city working at a church, you need this. You need to be part of a group where you can collaborate with others who are in the same type of ministry, doing the same type of work. We are united around love for Jesus, being the salt and light, caring for our city, caring for the people who are far from God.
I think the heart of ServSource is making the local church the hero, which is always the goal at the end of the day with any missional work, is that when volunteers or relief people leave, it's the church that's still going to be there. And the grand scheme, the grand scale, I hope to see cities all over the country that have a connection outreach group like we have here in Austin, and maybe ServSource can make that happen for a lot of other cities in the country.